Hi everybody, I hope you had Merry Christmas. We're in between the years now. This is the last trade log that Jamie had sent to me. I believe that was just before Christmas. Now let's have a quick look at it because it has some nice learnings. I had a quick a glance over it. So he traded Forex only, right? Again, a nice weekly result. Now let's have a look at these trades. So that's an odds with an S2 short. Now this is the S2. It's pretty clear, right? This is in an early downtrend, so we have stop run opportunities here. So the bulls have been able to position the bears to position themselves on the lower side of the 200. So now we're actually in bear territory, right? We've got what we have here. Well, that's TC2, right? Well, that's basically, I'm not sure if Jamie had seen that. Well, I'm sure he has. Well, this is an S1, right? This is an S1 pattern, short. This is a breakout, and the re-entry, the re-break of the line has already happened. So this is already running now. We have a nice touch, right, of 21, etc. So this is basically an S2 within an S1, 2 time frames higher. So that gives it swing potential, at least to the stop run. And if this stop run level gets broken, well, then then this will become a great arm multiple. Now the stop is tight, right, of this S2. The stop goes here, and we have stop run opportunities. Yeah, this one, right, is this one. This is the first stop run level of the S1 pattern, here. Now this tries to run it over, right? It has not been, well, here we can see it. It has gone beyond this level while trying to fish for stops. Well, it didn't. It couldn't run the stops, right? This is why we see a rejection, basically. We even have a rejection bar with the two bottom wicks. And this leads to a stop out. So Jamie has moved his stop here to the last swing lower high, and this was a stop out. And I think what was the result? Well, a small winner, 0.5 R. So that's flawlessly executed, right? The game plan was to run the stop run level and keep protected, right? And in this case, the protective stop was executed. So that's very well traded. Now this is an S2 short again here on the 5 minute. This is the S2. Well, there's quite some white space, right? So there needs to be some additional edges from higher time frames. Well, the stop is relatively tight, so that's always an edge. And we have got 2 stop run levels here in this time frame, right? Well, it tells us as well that we are trading in overall sideways. This can be an edge, a positive, or it can be a negative too, right? So we've got stop run levels here. Yeah, we've got stop run levels down here and further out, right? So what we see here is, well, we had a big run up and a rejection. So now, well, the bulls, the bulls are in a weak position, and it looks like now, looking at this rejection, right, that the bears are coming in, and we can see it. The first indication is, oh, they are below the 200, and we have stop run potential here. This as well is kind of an S1 pattern, right? I mean, we cannot easily find a flat line here, but this has S1 qualities, and it offers stop run opportunities of an S1. Now let's have a look how that went. So the first thing is basically to run for this, right? For this stop run level, which is this one. So that's the first stop run level of the S1 pattern. 3 time frames higher in this case, right? 1, 2, 3 time frames higher. Okay, so let's see. So it has been able, no, it has not been able to run the first stop run. Well, it made a move, right, in the direction, and then Jamie trailed the stop very tight. Well, his stop was very tight, so he had already achieved 4R easily, right? And he has applied a tight trailing stop, and he got out here. He could as well have chosen to swing trade this, right? But he was fine to get home with a 4.5 R winner, which is great. S2 short 5 minutes, so it was an S2 weak for him so far. That's a very standard classic type plain vanilla S2, right? This is where the stop goes. This is the consolidation. We're in a full-blown trend. We're trending here. Well, this does not have swing potential, right? Because this is a next resistance level, which is a strong resistance. So that's basically trading momentum, right? We have momentum. We are already a bit overextended, but there's still room to go to this level, which is a big number, and even test that level, and we might even get a stop run beyond that level. So that's basically a momentum play again here with a tight stop, right? Okay, well that went beyond, right? Beyond this level, that's a stop run move, and Jamie has tightened his stop, and he was happy to get home with a nice R winner, 4R, right? Great. That was basically the potential that was in here. Making a stop run, and after a stop run move, well, you can expect that it pulls back somewhere here, right, to the 21 or even to the 200. So it's good to take what you get and run. Next one, an S2 as well on the 5 minute. Again, that's a standard type plain vanilla, very good S2 consolidation, right? There's no dominant lower high, so he decided to put his stop here. Well, it's a very thin consolidation, so that's absolutely fine, because this is a momentum move, right? And this is a reward to risk of, I don't know, 7 to 1 maybe. As well here, we are overextended already, right? Slightly. And there's room to go to the big number and even beyond. So that's another momentum play. This has as well some S1 qualities. This is an S1 pattern, right? We've got this run up, the breakout bar and the rejection, the rebreak, and now it's running to the other side, south. And what do we have? Well, it's a similar situation, right? We get a break of the big number, which is a stop run, exhaustion move, and out. Big R, another big R multiple. Well, now let's see an S1, right, on a 5 minute. That's an S1 pattern. I would rather place the line a little bit lower to get some more touches. We have a nice test of 21. What we have here, let's see. Well, we are here in a very strong and smooth downtrend, right? This has momentum, so that's another momentum play, right? Trying to get, this is a consolidation. Well, I don't see this neither as an S1 nor an S2. Well, this could be an S2, right? Actually, so that's an S1 within an S2. Okay, well, this was a quick stop out. So the stop was placed nicely protected on the other side of the 200. So this is a nice protected area. If your stop, well, if price gets there, well, then it's good to be out, right? That was a nice protected level. We can see it here, right? So price came back, tested it, came back a third time basically, and has picked the stop in this case. All right, now let's have a look at this one. That's an S2. Again, another momentum play, right? We're in a full-blown momentum move, and trying to, well, we're just running for this stop. I don't see a big bar yet, so we don't have made a stop run. So we could actually get out of this a big red bar. And this brings us to the next stop run level down here. So we could see a series of big red bars. So that's the potential we have, right, in the chart. Because the pattern itself is not that great. We have got lots of white space, but we have the momentum, right? And we are in full stop run, in a stop run move mode. Now let's see what happened. Well, we've got a big bar, right? Well, this used to be a big red bar, and then it rejected. Well, then we have a wick. So that was a big red bar and a nice R winner, right? Okay, let's have a look at that. It's a longer trade log. I'm not going through all of those trades because it takes too long. But let's have a look at this one because that's a very discretionary one. I mean, as you develop as a trader, and Jamie is a very developed, a very great trader, a very mature trader, right? Well, then you find out when to break the rules and why, right? And this is such an example of basically breaking the rules, but for a good reason. Now let's have a look at that. Now this is an S2, a standard type of S2 with a very tight stop, right? Well, with a potential to spike the 200. Spiking the 200, getting to the 200, well, makes this a break-even trade, right? So this is basically the game plan, making this break even with a spike of 200 and then seeing what comes out of it. Now TC2 is not in an uptrend, right? Neither TC1. It's basically so this is a consolidation on a momentum move that got overextended, exhausted, right? So what we can, whenever that is, what we can expect, right, a snapback or a pullback to the moving averages. Now being overextended or being exhausted here, too far away, right, from moving averages. Well, we expect minimum at 21 pullback, or it could even get back to the 200 because this is basically, well, this is a range, right? And we're still here within the range. And it could easily come back to the middle of the range, which is the 200. The 200 got tested multiple times. So that's basically it, right? I mean, you can see this like a vacuum, right? The price is pulled into this vacuum. And the first area is the 21, and the second basically is the 200. Now, Jamie is breaking the rules in the sense that, well, he's not looking for a TC1 trend or a TC2 trend, but he's seeing this vacuum, right? This force that pushes price higher, and that's that's basically the game plan here. And we can see, well, it has achieved the 21, right? Testing the 21, and that has produced a 3-hour winner, right? So when you break the rules, and that can come, well, very often it will come with a TC2 trend, right? You can break the rule if you've got a good reason for with a TC2 trend. Well, this is an example, well, where both trends, right, TC1 and TC2 are not there, but there's something else there that gives us this a long bias, this edge to the long side. Now let's have a look at this trade, which is interesting, an S2 5-minute long. Now this is the S2, right? Of this S2, what is the momentum move? Well, it's this one. This is the momentum move, so it's an S2 in a pullback, comes back and tests the 200, so that's nice, right? And well, price is an overall sideways, right? This is an S2 within an overall consolidation. The momentum move high did not make a new high, so that means we are in overall sideways here. But it's not only that, well, it's an S2 within a consolidation, but this consolidation is an S1, pattern, right? If you draw the line slightly higher around here, well, that's an S1, right? An S1 that has triggered. Here we've got a test of 21. So an S1 that has triggered somewhere here. It has tried to run for the consolidation high, couldn't make it. Well, now it's coming back and testing the flat, right? The stop is down here, so this is not yet stopped out. So that's basically a pattern, an S2 in the TC time frame within an S1, right? In the TC time frame. So this is an S2 in overall sideways because we have got an overarching S1 pattern. So that's basically trading this S1 with a very tight stop. So the stop is about half of what the what the original stop was. Now let's see. Moves out of overall sideways can be very strong, right? And this is what we see here. We see a big move coming out of overall sideways, and it's basically reproducing the momentum move, right, of the S1. So that was a pattern within a pattern, after a pattern, one pattern. That's a pattern after pattern, with this pattern being an overall sideways, breaking the high and making a big run, right? Well, this is it. I think especially this last trade was a very interesting one, right? And the learning. Thank you very much. Bye bye.